TEW2016 Maxwell here, and welcome to episode 18 of the TNA Making an Impact series on TEW2016. And you join us today for our season premiere on Spike TV. We're back on Spike, where obviously TNA were previously, before they just started going down and down on networks. So hopefully that can give us a bit of money. Makes up for last week's show, where unfortunately we were only broadcast in a small area of Canada and didn't broadcast in the States. Now, there's a lot of matches on this one, not as many angles. I really felt like I wanted to give a lot of guys chances to see who works with who, because we've still got a bit to go until the event, another week before we get to Destination X. So a lot of matches here. There's a few angles which we'll tick on to Destination X and so on and so forth. So maybe only really advancing 3 or 4 storylines here, but giving people a chance in the main event, giving people a chance during the show. Whether that makes an opportunity for them in the future remains to be seen. But we'll kick on. It is the season premiere. Let's do it. So we had the 3,700 capacity at the Fillmore Auditorium. 3,039 have turned up, so it's okay, not great. And we start the show with Drew Galloway, champs, opening the show tonight. So it turns out Karlee was telling the truth when she said an old friend of mine had signed with TNA, and that old friend, well, me and him go back a long way. Hell, we both made it to America at the same time after battling on the European circuit. So Stu, it's nice seeing you again. Old friend, I'm going to take great pleasure in not only defeating you, defeating Adam Cole and defending my World Heavyweight Championship. But Mr. Cole, you've got a date with Destiny sooner than that, as you and your friend Kenny Omega have a tag match against me and Ricochet in tonight's main event. So let's hope you survive that before you even think of making it to Destination X. So Galloway from strong words, continuing the championship storyline, getting the show off to a good start, getting the crowd hot. That B77 promo. No skill improvements, just a negative for a new announced team of Mike Tenay and Lenny. I'm going to go with Leonard. We're going with Leonard, right? Lenny Leonard. I think that's what it is. Our opening contest was a terrible match. The Bram defeat the Tribunal in 7:44 when Jesse defeated Basil Baraka by pinfall with a stunner. E plus 35, so a match that would probably have normally been on Explosion. Basil Baraka not suited to his gimmick. Robbie E with a 35, Jesse with a 30, Baron Dax with the 31 and Basil Baraka with a 28 in-ring rating. No skill improvements in this instance, but a good match there for the Bro-Men, and the negatives far outweigh the positives. But they're a long-term investment. Next up and about, they had some subpar wrestling in Little Heat. Shibata defeated Mandrews in 306 by pinfall. A D47 simple squash match here for Shibata, building his momentum up again. 26 performance for Mandrews. Shibata with a 55, no skill improvements in this instance, and negatives, quite a few there for Mandrews. Shibata makes another statement with a victory tonight. His music, however, is cut off by that of Rockstar Spud, who appears on the Titantron. Oi, Shibata, you bully. For too long now you've walked around this place with a smug attitude as if you own it, whilst also going out your way to try and injure your fallen opponents. Well, enough is enough, and I can't stand back and watch this transpire. So Shibata, you know that I'm injured right now, but once I'm medically cleared, I will show you and the world bullies don't always win, and the biggest dog in the yard doesn't win every time either. So Spud is going to come out and make a challenge to Shibata, but Shibata just laughs it off and walks to the back. He is clearly not impressed. So a D41 promo from Spud, got the crowd hotter, and the war from the underground storyline continues. No skill improvements, and the one negative from the announced team. Then backstage we see the TNA Knockouts champion Jade and Sienna with newcomer Ali. Sienna says, Ali, tonight is your big opportunity. You can show the world that you have what it takes to hang with the best here in TNA. You have a chance to not only do that, but you can do us a favour as well. And if you do that, just might let you hang around with us. So basically tonight, you see Angelina Love take on Ali, and Ali replies back by saying, oh wow, I won't let you down. Tonight I promise to show Angelina Love a new world of pain. Ali walks out to go get ready while Jade walks up to Sienna. Jade says, "Do you think she can get the job done?" Sienna says, "I doubt it, but she's hopefully a welcome distraction." So wonder what that means, that D46 segment there with these 3 knockouts. Next up anyway, we have a terrible match between Eli Drake and DJ Zimayon, with Eli Drake picking up the victory in 8 minutes and 40 with the gravy train for a D43. 35 in-ring performance for Zimayon. The gimmick is still not working. Eli Drake gets the 40. He's improving his performance skills. Actually not many negatives there, none for Eli Drake, both for DJ Zimayon. Next up, in that bout that had terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat, Angelina Love defeated Ali in 7:28 by pinfall with a Botox injection, D-36. Angelina Love with a 33, Ali with a 31 performance. Ali is also improving performance skills with Angelina, so both of them improving from this match. And the poor momentum of Ali is the only negative. We then head backstage as we're hearing reports of an attack. Our cameras rush off to see, and it's Velvet Sky who is being treated by medical personnel. Who would do such a thing? We have no idea, but I think we have an idea who it possibly could have been. E29. We have a match between MVP and Mahala Baleshira in 6:01. MVP wins with the running boot. D44, or did he call his running boot the drive-by? Not 100%. I think it was the drive-by. If somebody can confirm that, it'd be deeply appreciated. Anyway, Shira had an in-ring performance of 27. MVP with 63, a lack of psychology. Shira's improving his performance skills, but it's really just a match to build up some momentum for MVP. We then have had some subpar wrestling, but little heat as Mike Bennett defeats Sami Callihan in 10:42 with the box office smash, a D47. Sami Callihan with 42, Mike Bennett with a 44 in-ring performance. No skill improvements in this instance, negatives, inconsistencies, and a poor gimmick on the behalf of the Sami Callihan. Next up, in an extremely short match, Bram defeats Grado in 47 seconds with a curb stomp. Proper squash match, unfortunately. D+49. Bram has not said his gimmick still. Grado with a 27, Bram with a 54. Grado's improving his rumble skills, which is good to see. It's really just a match to build up to this next segment, which is the reveal of Bram's opponent at Destination X. Bram wins it convincingly against Grado before he takes to the mic. He says, "Karlee pal, it's time. Another loser has been defeated and it's time to let the world know. Give them all their exclusive. Who will I face at Destination X?" Karlee comes out and she heads to the top of the ramp. She says, "Well, Bram, since you have forced me into this, and the fact I thought it would make a great announcement for our season premiere on Spike TV, here we go. So ladies and gentlemen, facing Bram at Destination X, one of the most famous luchadors in pro wrestling history, Bram will face the one, the only, Rey Mysterio, your Santino Marella, or Rey Mysterio. So, yep, Rey Mysterio is signed up, and it was just a case of when could we get ready to debut. I think I may have signed too many people because we're going to struggle to fit everybody in an Impact, and we're going to have a strong roster, that's one thing for sure. So Rey Mysterio is in TNA and he will face Bram in his debut at Destination X. D46 there, Karlee performed poorly in the segment, and the announcing quality was poor, but well, let me know what you think of that signing and that matchup at Destination X. As we carry on, we've had some decent wrestling but didn't have much heat, as Davey Richards defeated Matt Jackson in 9:49 by pinfall via the Tiger Bomb, a C63. Davey Richards with a 68, Matt Jackson with a 48, and the Bullets to a Wolf storyline continues. No skill improvements, but a very good victory, and 2 negatives there. 3 negatives, sorry, the low heat, the low experience, and psychology. Davey Richards picks up the win, and instantly Nick Jackson hits the ring and super kicks the shit out of Davey, which causes Eddie Edwards to chase after Nick Jackson. This leads to both men battling away while both their partners are down. Matt Jackson and Davey Richards finally get up to their feet, and it becomes a four-way brawl where the Wills go for a move in each Jackson, which each Jackson then turn ducks, and then they run to the top of the ramp. So they've basically avoided contact from the moves that both the Wills are going to hit them with, and they've basically slid on the bottom rope and are heading to the ramp. The Wills are right behind them though, and their cameras follow them, and they chase them right out the building until Matt Jackson shouts in a taxi driver. He then opens the door, and him and Nick jump in and get away, and the Wills just miss the taxi. How will this affect our main event with two of the BC's members not around for it? So the Wills chasing the former Young Bucks, and it means that it's down to Omega and Adam Cole as the lone BC member. So D46 for that. Only negative share announced team. I'm quite happy with the way the tag division is going. Next up, Stu Barrett is joining our commentary team for this main event match as he watches his old friend in tag team action, and that is next, their main event, D plus 50. I think we'll probably keep Barrett. I want to say I'll keep him out of television or keep him out the ring until the event, but I might use him next week in a squash match. And our main event, and about had some decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Ricochet and Drew Galloway defeated Adam Cole and Kenny Omega in 12:01 when Ricochet defeats Kenny Omega with a diving double knee drop. In terms of in-ring work, Drew Galloway was head and shoulders above everyone else, and a C64 is a great result of that. Drew Galloway with the in-ring performance at 75, Ricochet 48, Kenny Omega 43, and Adam Cole with a 60. The championship storyline and Time to Get BC storylines have both continued on this segment. Galloway and Omega improved their performance skills, and negatives here, Galloway's inconsistency. This leads to us finishing the show. We get another brawl to close Impact. Ricochet pins Kenny Omega, as we know, and then Drew Galloway takes a cheap shot at ringside by Barrett. Adam Cole gets in the ring and he joins Omega in a beatdown of Ricochet, so it's now a 3-on-2 assault. However, the music of the charismatic Enigma Jeff Hardy hits, and he storms to the ring in his return. He knocks down Omega for nailing Cole with a twist of fate. Whilst this happens, Drew Galloway has the upper hand on Barrett, and he goes to hit a future shock DDT on him, but Barrett squirms loose and runs to the ramp. Adam Cole is still down, so Jeff Hardy nails the Swanton Bomb, and Adam Cole. Hardy gets back to his feet, but he stares down Galloway. They both shake hands, and they join forces with Ricochet to celebrate to end the show. So another massive brawl at the end of the show. This sets up a few things going forward to Destination X. We're going to continue the feud between Ricochet and Kenny Omega, and Jeff Hardy might have just inserted himself into the main event of Destination X. So C-54 is okay. Hopefully we should still get a good rating for this show. Ricochet getting better at his gimmick. Drew Galloway looked good. Ricochet performed poorly, and Kenny Omega didn't come out of it looking good. No skill improvements. Negative there, just a low announcing. C-64, that's perfect. The show increased their popularity in 18 regions, which would be the regions in US, Canada, and the UK. So delighted with that, C-64. That's the kind of level we're targeting at the moment. Eventually, we'll be looking for E-minuses in low 70 grades. So, Jamie Noble could be leaving the WWE. Sting is staying with the WWE. Some people found our show underwhelming. That's disappointing to know. Rikishi's retired, and also retiring is the Great Karlee. So, Spud's contract's ending, so I'm just going to do his contract right now. We'll give Spud a written 1-year deal. I'm probably going to use Spud a good bit, so we'll give him that. 1.17 TV rating, and a drug test was 5k. So what I want to check is if I quickly go to, remember I need to go here, that one, yep, user stats. So not our biggest rating, that's still 1.27, so a little bit off of that, but that's cool. What I want to check is size-wise what we're looking at, 49s, 50s, so that's cool. Continuing to be a decent level at Cult. Hopefully with the deal in Bravo, we can slowly but surely start picking up in the likes of the UK, not at a level at the moment where we can be picked up in a decent level in Mexico or Japan or Europe, but I think if we focus on the UK market with North America, hopefully things can pick up elsewhere. Overall, pretty happy with that, and it means we have one more show before Destination X. So not really much else to talk about. What do you make of the Rey Mysterio signing? How do you think his match against Bram will go down? Let us know what you think about that. Just generally how you enjoying the series. Any thoughts on that? If you're managing TNA yourself, let us know how you went about it, who you've signed, etc., etc. Just the usual things, guys. As always, if you enjoyed the series, any comments are deeply appreciated. If you can drop a like, it's deeply appreciated as well. And if you haven't already, if you can hit the sub button, it's deeply appreciated as well. And these videos will drop in every Tuesday and Friday for TNA, and probably every Sunday and sometimes other days for bonus WWE stuff. We may look at a future save down the line, not sure where. It might be one place where there isn't much storylines, it's just matchups, as it could be a performance-based company, but that could be a little while off. But if there is any companies like that you'd love to see me do, let me know again what you would like to see, and you never know, it might just happen. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, it's deeply appreciated, and hopefully I'll see you either on the channel, around the Grey Dogs forum website, or on the old Fantasy Bookers subreddit, or even on Twitter, at 21Maxwell, by the way. But cheers again, guys, and I'll see you all real soon. Bye bye.